Welcome to That Guy Talks Movies. I am That Guy Talking Movies, and on this episode, we're going to talk about the latest Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt film, The Fall Guy. This is directed by David Leitch. This is the Fall Guy was a television show way back in the 80s. I don't really remember. I know it had some guy, Lee Majors was in it. He started it. This is loosely based on that. And this is the film version of it. And the trailer got me thinking, like, oh, it looks kind of cool. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be this campy, fun kind of thing. And it's going to be, you know, action and all this wild stuff going on. And Ryan Gosling doing his oozing, sexy stuff and also charming, funny stuff. And Emily Blunt being charming and funny. And when I sat in, got settled in to watch this, I was kind of did it with expectation of it being a good film. So I will tell you that this disappointed me in most ways and was semi-decent in a couple of ways. It is basically a story of a stunt guy who is so Ryan Gosling plays Colt Seavers, and he is the stunt man for what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Aaron Taylor Johnson is a big movie star, a la Tom Cruise type. There's a little bit of poking at Tom Cruise in this, doing all his own stunts and all this other stuff. He doesn't do his own stunts in this stuff. And his name is Tom Ryder instead of Tom Cruise. So little bit of campy, fun things going on here, poking fun at the industry, poking fun of Tom Cruise and stuff like that. Like mega stars, right, with their egos and such, right? Ryan Gosling plays a stuntman to that guy, and there's some plot going on where that guy disappears, but also there's a love story going on here, a rom-com between Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling's character. And it plays out on the set of the film that Emily Blunt's character is directing in the film. She's directing like a sci-fi kind of, almost like a 86 David Lynch Dune kind of thing, like cheesy kind of alien sci-fi thing. And their romance plays out through the course of this film. It's like this back and forth rom-com thing. The main thing about this is it's an ode to stuntmen. This is a big thing to do for stuntmen and them getting recognition, and that's really what this is about. And it panders to that, and it should, right? Stuntmen do some crazy shit, and they don't get recognized. They don't have their own category at the Oscars. They probably should. And this is the director, David Leitch, who was actually a stuntman. This is kind of his thing to his people, to his boys, to his women, to the people who do stunts. And that's really what the movie is. There's a whole bunch of action scenes that seem over the top and ridiculous, but rightfully so, because they're kind of highlighting stunts and action and drama. So the laughable at times comedy sort of stunt stuff that's going on, you can kind of forgive because that's what this movie's about. The problem is, between all of that, actually more than the actual stunts, it's this rom-com thing, this dialogue between Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. They work well together. It's not really an issue about that. Like, they're cool. I love Emily Blunt. I love everything she's done, except for this movie. But it drags at times, and it seems like, oh my God, like they're going to keep doing this, and they do this campy sort of meta, self-aware about movie making, and they poke fun of things in film and behind the scenes. They pull back the curtain on certain things. And it just gets its moments where it's like, whoa. And then in between all of that, the rom-com and the actual action stunt stuff, there's this really lame kind of poorly written plot where the drama is supposed to be. And Ryan Gosling's character is supposed to be investigating and trying to find out what happened to the other guy. And like, you were like, why? And what's going on? And how did that work? And how plausible is that? But again, it's forgivable because you sort of were tolerable, I should say, because you see all the stunts, you see what's going on, you kind of just go along for the ride. So it's kind of a fun movie. It's just weighed down by the rom-com stuff being in between. It's kind of like it doesn't know what it wants to be. Like, which should we do? Should we do this movie? Should we do that movie? Or should we do this movie? I was under the impression we were getting the movie about some crazy stuntman getting caught up in some drama and doing some investigative work and somehow taking on that role, and it was going to be mostly that. Not the case. Not a terrible film. I'd say you should see it in the movie theater. Maybe if you really want to, go ahead. You could wait for this one on streaming at home, especially if you got a decent decent setup. Why not? The Fall Guy. Let me know. Have you seen the film? Are you going to see the film? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about it. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to the channel. I talk about movies and give my opinion on random things like that. If you like the video, hit the like button. I truly appreciate that. That really helps the algorithm and my mental self deal with all of this, and I feel good about doing content when you hit that like button. So do not forget that on the way out. And I will see you on the next That Guy Talks Movies. See you soon. Peace.